Welcome to the channel, and I guess a little bit of an update video, but with no updates, like absolutely no updates. Although sometimes in life there's little lessons learned, and I guess this is sort of where I'm coming at with this one. So if you caught the last video, we left off, I left off talking about the pinch welds on the rockers and what our thought about this was. And I can tell you right now that that video was scheduled to be posted because just over a week ago we were away, and we were looking at this kind of scenery, and nice and warm, and came back to this, and we came back to this, and we came back to this. When the video went up, the funny thing is that I was dead serious, and so were the boys when we talked about possibly fixing these pinch welds. And I got kind of a little reality check, and to be, I guess, perfectly clear about it, I felt really petty after everything I witnessed in Cuba, and the difference between, I guess, what I would call entitled or petty or just taking everything for granted. And that's kind of who I felt like I was after meeting some of the people in Cuba, and especially when it came to the cars and that. I mean, what they go through to keep their cars on the road, and we talk about how hard it is to find parts for this car. Well, imagine not even be able to order anything for your car and having to find means to make them. That is kind of the case. And we got a beautiful ride. As a matter of fact, it was my first ride ever in a Tri-5. And we got picked up at the airport by Pepe driving a 1956 Bel Air. It was a four-door car that had been in his family from brand new. It was his grandfather's car, and they've kept it running all these years since 1956. And we get in the car, and there's no headliner in the car. It has a diesel in it, a 2.5 Mitsubishi. And of course, there was a few things about the car trim and etc. that were a little bit off. And I wasn't judgmental about that car at all. Yes, it's actually that cold out here, and I just had the heat on for a few minutes. It has been minus 20 overnight here, and it is quite cold still. As a matter of fact, we canceled Merc Day. Was supposed to be 2 days ago, and the boys are supposed to be coming over tomorrow, and I guess for an update if you want. We think we're going to set this aside for 1 day, and we're going to dig into the cylinder heads from the 390 and go through them, get them all cleaned up. We also have the rocker rails that we need to dismantle and clean out all the tubes. And you FE guys, you know what I'm talking about. We've got to be very diligent about covering all these things so that we don't have oiling problems down the road. But anyways, what I'm getting to about this is I left Cuba with a completely different way of thinking. Those pinch welds on this car, and like many of you also had mentioned, one, not many people are ever going to see it. But the extent we go through to make everything perfect, or as perfect as we can, I think I've been knocked down a notch. I got to say, sometimes you just don't know when you go around the corner what you're going to be taught. And I think this is what has happened to me anyways, is that I was taught a few things. The cars they have are less than perfect, but they're beautiful. They're still beautiful. And these cars are working every day out there. Pepe's car in particular was an inline 6 Bel Air from 56, And the engine had already been rebuilt so many times that there was no further place for them to go with machine work. So that's why they had to come up with something else. And I will tell you this, I asked him about that, and he still has the original 3 in the tree in the car. So I said, you must have made it an adapter plate for it. He goes, oh, yes. He says, we handmade it. I mean, come on. You know, we have the majority of the tools at our disposal for doing these jobs. And, for them to even find a machine shop or something to do the job, no, it was done by hand. The adapter plate was made by hand. So if you ever catch this video, Pepe, my hat's off to you, man, because we definitely have to come up with ways to accomplish some of the jobs. This isn't a fully tooled shop, but my shop's fairly well tooled compared to what I'm sure that they're using there. So I guess this is just a little realization video, and of course, we haven't done anything since we got back, because all we've done is clear snow here, and then I'm trying to get caught up on my work. It's been nuts since we got back. It's amazing what 7 days off could do to you. But I will say this. I had never seen a palm tree in my life. They're really cool. I went down there thinking I was going to hit the beach, I was going to get some sunshine, I was going to drink, and I was going to eat my heart out. And instead, what I came away with was, I am so grateful for everything that I have, and I feel more fortunate than some of the people I met. I mean, when you go to work to a place where everybody is catered to, you smile at everybody, and you make sure that you wait on them hand and foot. And yet you just left for work 2 days in a row, and you don't even have hydro at your house. And not to mention that, but there's about 2 or 3% of the people out there that are just dickheads, if I'm being honest. And they treat these people like they owe them something. I mean, come on. These are beautiful people. They're proud of their country, and even living in less conditions than what many people in the world do. And I can only say Cuba is a beautiful place. The people of Cuba are beautiful, that we met anyways. And if you ever have a chance to go there, by all means do. Back to the car. Tomorrow the boys are here. We will actually make another video. But the heads and the rocker rails for sure we'll be doing. So thanks for watching, and we appreciate everybody sticking around so long. It's been a little bit since we got a video up, of course, because of this reason. And have a great day. We'll see you soon.